Hey everyone, this is Steve at eSpeaks4U channel, and I just wanted to bring up, educate everyone a little bit on the internet. Um, I think we lose track of what is real because we get caught up in the hypes of the internet and technology. And I had to let people know that let's be a little bit more cautious of the things we put out in the internet. You know, Big Brother is watching, and there's actually a lot of talk on how the U.S. government wants to create some type of a kill switch on the internet and have that ability or that control. And a lot of people don't know this, but the internet was actually created by the military. Our military created the internet, and it was through an agency that was called ARPA, Advanced Research Projects Agency, and it later became DARPA, DARPA, which is a Defense Advanced Research Project Agency, and that all resides under the Department of Defense. And even though many people may think war for some reason invented the internet, that's not true. FEMA is part of that. They're working on a new system that would send emergency alerts to wireless phone users. They expect this type of implementation to take place or finalize itself probably within a couple of years. And as I was saying before, the White House is aggressively advancing their web censorship, and they're trying to bypass Congress in taking part of a federal government's executive level takeover of all communications. So I just kind of wanted people to be a little bit more, conscientious when they put stuff out there, and keep in mind that the government works with large companies such as Google. Did you know that Google has actually backs up and saves every search that you have ever done? And it's, to my understanding, it might be the only search engine that actually backs up that information. But and big deal. You're able to search for whatever you want, but should you ever get caught up in something that maybe you wish you didn't, they're gonna look back and say, oh, based on your IP address and your MAC address, you were the user of this computer and you did such and such search. So I just kind of wanted people to be aware of that. Also, you have companies such as Amazon with the whole Kindle thing, and they're part of their technology is something that's called cloud, which computing, which a lot of companies are using, and that's where you store a backup of data, not on your computer or on your Kindle, but off-site. And what happens there is, by doing so, when you agree to using off-site programs, you're part of their disclosures and agreements that you agree to before he ever reads. Part of all that stuff is, in there somewhere, they sort of put some type of wording where if for any reason the government needs to investigate you, they have access to your information. So, I mean, who can you trust nowadays in the government? Oh, look at this guy, Anthony Weiner. What kind of crap was he doing on the internet? So these are the people looking at, having access to our stuff. I mean, not necessarily him. Why not someone like him? Look at the guy from ATF. How crooked he was. With the guns, with the smuggling of guns and so forth. I mean, really, who can you really trust? So I just wanted people to be aware of that. Yes, Big Brother is watching. So one other thing I wanted people to do is, this is an interesting little activity you may want. Just to see what comes up. You may want to go to Google or Yahoo, maybe try different search engines, and type your name, put it in quotes, first, last name, if you have a middle name or a middle initial, different ways of writing it, nicknames with your last name, put it in quotes and do a little search, see what you might be surprised. If you're in a particular city, because maybe your name is John Smith and hundreds of those, you may want to put the city you're in and see what comes up. Or maybe a particular hobby that you may have or something. Just play around with that. Again, put your name in quotes, so you can narrow down your search, and you might be surprised on the stuff that's out there. Who knows? I mean, hell, if you're even a victim of identity theft, you might be way surprised of the stuff that's out there. Hopefully, if you are, then this actually might be a way that you can alert yourself of someone else trying to pose as you. You may even want to go to Google Images and see what comes up. Different things like that. Just wanted to give everyone a heads up on that. Thank you. This is Steve at eSpeaks4You channel.